Neighbors, David here. And today on Boondock Stallions, we are on day 21 of 31 days of horror, and we are going to do kind of a review slash talk about Halloween Ends, and it does tend to fall into our controversial and divisive horror movie theme that we've chosen for this year. So, before we get started, don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel so I can keep pumping out more of these bad boys for you to like or argue with me about on Facebook. And as I've said a million times before, if you want to argue a name call, do it here on YouTube because I don't have Facebook bots coming in and blocking you and banning you and deleting your comments. I think they're hilarious. So comment here, not on Facebook, like and subscribe. Now, Halloween Ends. First of all, I've had this theory that for some reason, excuse me, for some reason, Halloween movies tend to put out one really, really strong movie followed by a piece of crap. Now, look at Halloween 4, Return of Michael Myers, decent horror movie. Halloween 5, not so much. H2O, amazing movie. Halloween Resurrection ended that timeline so that we could start again. It was so bad they had to bring in somebody to remake the entire franchise. Which brings us to Rob Zombie's Halloween. Both the theatrical and the unrated cut are friggin' masterpieces in horror movies. I mean, it's brutal, it's violent, it's skin curling, it's just so, they're both so raw. They managed to capture the essence of every Halloween movie and what potential they had for brutality with Michael Myers. Sorry, excuse me again. Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, dumpster fire. Absolute crap. So then in Halloween 2018, that was an awesome reboot sequel. And requel, but that was a good movie. That was a solid movie. Everything except for, the investigative journalist podcaster guy going to the mental institution with the mask to show it to Michael and reignite the fire in his insanity and send him out on a new killing spree. But I mean, if it didn't happen, there wouldn't be another movie. But Halloween 2018 is a perfect example, once again, of them making a super solid horror movie and then following it up with Halloween Kills, Evil Dies Tonight, and Halloween Ends. This franchise dies tonight. Yeah, okay. So let's talk about Halloween Kills real quick. That movie, even Jamie Lee Curtis has said on her Instagram that was a bit of filler to lead up to the big bad showdown that was Halloween Ends. First of all, big bad showdown's a bit of a stretch. Also, spoiler alert, I'm going to tell you everything about this movie. So if you haven't seen it yet, stop watching, stop listening. And if you're like me and you don't care about spoilers, then welcome, friend. I enjoy spoilers too. So Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends could have been one movie. I mean, I feel like Halloween Kills was in fact a lot of filler. Like there was a lot of filler in that movie. It could have been toned down so much of it could have been cut down and chopped off. And then Halloween Ends, the beginning, the first hour of the movie are so boring. There's so much nothing going on that it's ridiculous. It's a lot of talking, feelings, and having to deal with emotions, and it's just so not slasher movie actiony is what I guess I'm saying. And there's not really any Michael up until like the last 30 to 40 minutes of the movie, and that's when the movie gets lit. Now you could have cut out a lot, maybe at least a half hour of the talking that went on in the first half of Halloween Ends and trimmed off a lot of the excess Evil Dies Tonight from Halloween Kills and made one solid movie. Like one sequel to Halloween 2018 would have been amazing if they had just found a way to combine those two movies, because a lot of people that are hating on Halloween Kills or Ends didn't make it all the way to the end. I think my sister didn't finish the movie because she was just bored of waiting for shit to go down. But I know my sister's impatient, so am I. It's where I got it from. So she didn't finish it. She didn't like it, and I feel like had she made it to that last half hour to see all of the awesomeness that was going on, then she might have had better thoughts of it. Anyways, so like I said, it was really long. There was so much unnecessary exposition going on in the beginning of the movie, and it's like in the second movie Laurie talks about the more he kills, the stronger he gets, the more he transcends, yada, 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 is some evil power growing in him. And we all saw him survive being attacked and beaten down by literally half of the damn town of Haddonfield. So, like, why was he hiding and recuperating for like a year in the sewers? He should have just been able to be like, all right, I killed enough people. I've leveled up. I'm ready to go on my killing spree again. But they were like, no, no, let's wait it out a year. Gotta wait it out a year because reasons. Um, Now, I also know there was a lot of crap about them hating on the copycats. People hate copycat killers. Get ready because next week I'll be working on Sunday. I'll be filming it and I'll probably release it on Monday or Tuesday. But it's going to be my review of A Nightmare on Elm Street 5, which is the first Friday the 13th movie to bring in a copycat killer, doing everything in Jason's style. And everybody hated that movie too. It's an extremely underappreciated movie, and we're going to talk about that, like I said, in the video on Sunday. But there was nothing wrong with this copycat killer. As a matter of fact, I thought it was great um, that this guy literally got it. He snapped. He'd had enough. He went completely insane and said to himself, you know what? I'm going to go on a little killing spree just like Michael. And whew, boy, did he ever. I mean, that was an awesome killing spree he went on. Wow. I was impressed at how well this kid did. Doing his own Michael Myers impersonation. I mean, he nailed it. Like he nailed it. And um, I know that he got a lot of crap for that movie, and people hated on that part, but that was really awesome. Just be open minded. It's a horror movie. You're not going to see some great artsy film that's deep and meant to invoke uh, thoughts in your soul. It's a horror movie. There's a lot of stabby and boobies and butts. Like, and when I say butts, I mean guy butts because for some reason they don't show girl butts in movies. They show guy butt. There's a lot of guy butt in movies. I mean, I don't think there was any in this one, but I mean, guy butt happens a lot. It's everywhere. I'm not complaining. Just saying. Uh, so then you get to the final battle with Michael, where he's like, "Dude, I can't believe I just got bitch slapped by this little motherfucker. I'm okay, let's kill him, get my mask back, and go and finish this thing." And he does, sort of. Well, I guess Lori finishes it. I think the final battle between him and Lori was pretty good. A nice little showdown between the two of them. And I really like that she was like, we are not taking any chances. And she literally split open every major vein and artery on his body and bled him dry. I mean, whoa. And if that wasn't enough, they put him in a damn disposal. Like, did you see that thing grind him up? They were like, yeah, evil dies today for realsies this time, you guys. Uh, I really liked it's final. I mean, if they make a sequel to that one, it would in fact have to follow another killer. But I mean, they already set up the idea that somebody can go insane and be Michael Myers style killer themselves. I don't think they'll do it. I think they'll find some way to make another requel or a sequel to another timeline because there is a lot of timelines in the Halloween franchise. As a matter of fact, as soon as I'm done filming this, I will leave a link down in the comments to a video I made about Michael Myers in the Multiverse of Madness because he is the first horror franchise to really have multiple branch timelines because there's the prime timeline, which is Halloween 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. There's the H2O timeline, which is 1, 2, H2O Resurrection. There's the Rob Zombie universe. And then there's the Halloween 2018 universe, which is Halloween 2018, Halloween Kills, and Halloween Ends. So they could essentially make sequels to almost any other timeline. And hope to God it's not the Rob Zombie timeline because he really messed that one up. But I think he did it on purpose because they were going to make that movie with or without him, and he would just rather have him butcher it himself than let somebody else do it. But based on, like, say, oh, I don't know, the Munsters, he could have also just ruined it because he's starting to suck at some of the things he does and needs to stop putting his wife into every damn thing. Just saying. I mean, honestly, we all got tired of seeing Helena Bonham Carter and Johnny Depp in Tim Burton movies, and guess what? We haven't seen those guys do a movie since Alice in Wonderland 2, and it's been absolutely wonderful. So, I mean, not hating on either any of those three people. I love Tim Burton, I love Helena Bonham Carter, and I love Johnny Depp, but those three have just done everything to death and finally stopped. So, Rob Zombie, take a leaf out of his tree. Thank you. I guess I should have said page out of his book. I don't know why I said leaf out of the tree. Interesting. Um, did I love Halloween Kills? No. Will I watch it again? Yeah, a couple times probably. I'll probably binge watch the whole franchise at some point because last year I did binge watch all of the movies in preparing for the video Michael Myers and the Multiverse of Madness. Um, and so the only thing I couldn't do was finish the whole series for the Halloween 2018 timeline because Halloween Ends wasn't out yet. But now I have all of them out, and I'm probably going to pop in the Blu rays and watch them all up until I have to go to Peacock to watch Halloween Ends. It's really, it's decent, it's fine, but it's not great. It could be better. They didn't need to make three movies, honestly. Um, by comparison, Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends sucked a lot of big floppy donkey dick um, to the Halloween 2018 movie. They are very pale, poor copies, and unnecessary filler, trying to get the Michael Myers thing out of everybody's system and give Jamie Lee her final run as Laurie Strode. And I guess this movie did make her the one to have the most appearances in Halloween movies. I mean, I think Donald Pleasance was in the lead for a while, and then the Rob Zombie movies brought Danielle Harris's numbers up to 4 instead of the 2 that she'd had for so long. And then Jamie Lee Curtis has now got Halloween, Halloween 2, H2O, Resurrection, Halloween 2018, Halloween Kills, and Halloween Ends. That is 8 appearances as Laurie Strode, making her the most prominent face, aside from Michael Myers, obviously, in the Halloween franchise. So, I mean, that's pretty pimp. But like I said, they didn't need to make 3 movies for this Halloween franchise. They could just made Halloween 2018 and been done with it, and that would have been absolutely awesome. But I mean, it is what it is. Greed's greed, and people got to get that damn paycheck no matter what, even if they're putting out poor quality movies. Rise of Skywalker, and that's fine. Do you whatever? I don't care. But uh, so unnecessary sometimes. Like right now, they are currently working on an Exorcist sequel trilogy. Exorcist, The Exorcist. There are there were 5 Exorcist movies. 1, 2, 3, Exorcist the beginning, and Dominion, the alternate cut to Exorcist the beginning. There are 5 versions of that movie out there, and or 5 movies out there. And so, what this one's going to do is what Halloween did, and pretend that none of the prequels exist in the Exorcist universe, and none of the sequels exist in the Exorcist universe. And this new trilogy will follow as a direct sequel to the original one. And like once again, please don't like make one. Make one and let's see how it goes. Because I just recently watched The Exorcist, and like it's better than I remember, but it's still unnecessary long and horribly not scary. So just make one. And you want to do the Nightmare on Elm Street series too? Bloomhouse. Stop. Just stop. Like you're fine, but just stop. Anyways, I've rambled on for long enough about Halloween Ends. This franchise dies tonight. Be excellent to each other and party on, dudes. Oh, watching American Horror Story now. I watched the first episode and then I took a break to do this, and now I'm going to go watch the second episode, and hopefully it goes pretty good. It's getting pretty gay, like good gay, not bad gay. And there's bad gay. It's fine. Like I've done some bad gay stuff. It's fine. But American Horror Story is doing really good. I like it, and it's in its 11th season now. After I was told they were going to end it after like 7 or 8, and they're like, no, we're going all the way to 13. But they're doing New York City, and it looks like it's going to be right at the dawn of the AIDS epidemic. And I was hoping that it would be a little later in the 80s than it is, because I would have actually liked to have seen like maybe how this would, American Horror Story could have interacted with Michael Alec and the Club Kids. If you're not familiar with Party Monster with uh, Macaulay Culkin and Seth Green, like that was a great movie. You should go check it out. It's based on the true stories of Michael Alec and James St. James, two gay best friends who ran the kid party club kids scene in the 80s. There was a lot of drugs, sex, pop music, and bloody, gory costume party ideas. And it was a great movie, great story, great thing. I liked it a lot, but it ended in murder in prison, so it had to come to an end. Be excellent to each other and party on, dudes.